The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser-cut dice towers, tokens, and more developed by a gamer for gamers and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts.
Hey everyone, Johnny here. I play Zonimus right here on Red Dirt D&D, and I just wanted to take a moment to say welcome and thank you. We are having so much fun with this story, and really hope all of you are too. And I want to ask, if you have a chance, why not tell us about it by leaving a review wherever you listen to the show, or even jump over to our Facebook page and leave a little comment. We also have a Discord that's available through our Patreon page, and we're having a great time interacting with everyone over there. We answer questions, we trade memes. Sometimes we only talk in memes, but that's fun, we're just getting to know everyone a lot better and getting some interaction, maybe even finding a little inspiration through the conversation here and there. But I'm going to let you go ahead and get on with the show now. But again, welcome to any new listeners that we may have today. If this is your first episode, hope you enjoy it. Go back and start from the beginning. Check out everything that's happened in between. And thank you to those of you who keep coming back to the story. All right. I'll see you out there in the frontier.
Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Gideon Block, a paladin of Daga, bringing her justice to the wilds of Ritoya.
I'm Konnor Shenold, and I play Konnor with a K, the Kobold sorcerer who's finally out of the bag.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Zonimus Dinar, the roguish warlock controlling his fate with chaos.
I'm Kiri Hester, and I play Poppy Tealeaf, a highborn halfling druid who has forsaken her family for the call of the frontier.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Mokrin Stoneshaper, a young dwarf sorcerer wielding his arcane gifts to delve into the mysteries of the wilderness.
And I'm Ash King, your dungeon master. Join us now for Tales from the Callban Frontier. In the bowels of the crashed skyship, La Promise, you have found yourselves in quite the predicament. Arriving at the crash site with Jasper, you descended down into the first deck beneath the surface. There you found a woman, a strange woman, who immediately upon seeing you engaged you in combat, calling forth a large and powerful fire elemental. Gideon Block has just smoked this woman, bringing her low and taking her out of the equation. However, the fire elemental remains, currently stunned and held in place for about the next minute. Poppy, stepping into the room, has just located, amongst the rubble, a crystal. So, when we last left off, Poppy, it had just been your turn. Mm-hmm. You had just located the crystal.
Yep.
And that would actually bring us back around to Zonimus. So you have the large fire elemental still occupying the room. For the moment, it is stunned. However, the first time anyone attacks it, that will end that condition.
Also, I didn't say, ooh, look, a crystal!
Okay.
You did not say that.
No, I did not say that.
Well, it better be good, huh?
You have one chance. You do have advantage on this first attack because it is stunned.
Okay.
This means you also get your sneak attack if you chose to go that way.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Well, sneak attack on a cantrip, though?
No, you don't. Only on a weapon.
Only on a finesse weapon.
Yep.
Man, I gotta really make that count then. Okay, then I will close the distance and strike. Will I? Yes.
we doing this so hard? I don't know. Okay. No, I'm going to walk up. Okay. So.
Walk up and make a stabby.
Is. Wow. Do I have a thing to reroll?
You need a chip.
I say, Johnny, even on the advantage roll?
Do you want to owe me a chip?
3 and.
Can we swap fate chips?
I think
Fate chip?
you have one. You just didn't want to dig around for
No,
it.
I had one. I've used it. I've not been rewarded one since.
Oh, well
the
then
first
no,
one
you
ever.
can't have my chip.
Yeah,
I'm saving up for 5.
Yeah.
I have 4 already.
I've only ever been given the one.
I need to hand some more of those out. I need to be handing out like candy.
We don't know if they will let us swap them across the table.
I believe there was a ruling early on that we could combine to make 5 if we wanted to.
Yeah, I've always very much been of the opinion, if that is what you wish to do
With your valuable chip.
your inspiration or your fate chip, that is your decision as the player.
And I choose to save until 5.
So Mokrin will totally help out.
do you
Give you
have?
a little boost. I've got plenty.
Okay.
I mean, like half
Thanks.
as.
I don't use it now, sucker. Johnny wouldn't do that to you. I will.
Going all in?
So I go up and I have rapier in hand and I go low and I pull my arm back and I think, wait a minute, I need to go high.
What are you doing? Did you wake your dice up this morning with nice positive affirmations, or did you yell at them?
The first time I rolled a 2 and a 3.
This time
Second
you're...
time I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Oh, the die! This elemental doesn't have a body.
Jen hit a paralyzed elemental.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
But if you just went with daggers, you get an offhand attack.
Well, he has the rapier in one hand, but you
Yeah.
also have just a ye olden regular dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have your offhand.
Would the elemental wake up if we try to attack it but miss?
Dice.
I believe the attack actually has to hit.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, so if he misses, he just whiffs.
Say, have I been
You just
rolling
look dumb,
12s?
you're not
No?
trapped.
Okay.
Ah!
20, dirty
There
20.
we go.
You were trying to be fancy with your rapier, and you really just need to get in there with your dagger.
I guess
Some days,
Now,
fate
you
just
realize
says,
since you missed, you still get advantage on that second offhand attack. So if
it's
you
not unstunned. CD crit.
And
CD
that
crit.
was a 19, so.
yeah, so-
Yeah, and then we've got 16 total damage.
16? Okay.
Yes.
So what I will say is that you do notice that this attack, just being with a ye olden regular dagger,
Yes.
does not take the full amount.
Right.
Yeah.
Needs to be magical.
We had this argument about Pete
Was this?
last time.
It still does
Fire.
It is fire, that's right. 'cause-
Fire!
Yeah, it still does some damage, but not quite as effective as you would hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, is that all for you?
Yes.
So we will roll right back to Gideon.
I was afraid of this.
Just praying in the corner, rocking
Gideon
back and forth.
has gone back after he's stunned, told everyone to freeze, and the method got away. He actually went back to his knees in front of this woman and is still feeling incredible guilt and does not know if this will work. She's been dead for an entire 6 seconds now, but there's a moment in Camelot, if you'll remember, when Lancelot brings the person that he has just slain on the joust onto stage and brings him back to life after he's already dead. So Gideon falls to his knees and begins, you hear him saying the oath that he gave at the beginning. I swear to uphold the spirit of the law, to protect the innocent from the lawless, to serve community above self. I will not kill if it can be avoided. I commit to fairness in all my dealings, and I have this magic, and I call upon Daga to put all of my 30 hit points that I have to lay on hands and to put into this woman.
Before you spend the resource, roll me,
How do you persuade a deity?
right? I think, yeah, just straight up persuasion.
He rubs his hands together and says, "Clear!"
No.
Oh no.
It's an 11. Oh, wait a minute. No.
Wait.
I'm going to go all in here.
Oh, the chips are flying!
Flying.
We
Except
forget
for
they
Kiri,
have-
who's a hug.
I
And we're going to do one
force
more
them.
dice.
I want 5.
Here we go.
With 5.
Here we go.
Like a free net 20.
Okay.
That was not much better, but 14.
14.
He quoted from the book.
And got my accent back halfway through it.
Yeah. You feel that presence back, and you feel hands, very warm, that warmth of a summer day, settle over your hands, and a gentle voice kind of in the back of your mind, just, for the spirit to be willing, the flesh must first grow weak, long enough for souls in flight to pass from cheek to cheek. Your healing energy pours into this woman, and you feel that gasp. But luckily she does not wake up, so she seems to be unconscious for the moment.
But her heart is beating.
Yes.
But yes, she is breathing. Her heart beats once again.
I have rope, but I can't use an action to get it out, so I will probably do that on my next turn. So
All right.
that'll be it for me.
Konnor,
Okay.
there's an angry fire elemental.
I'm not looking too good. So I was near-ish to it. So I would like to use my action to disengage and move away. However, I'm still very curious about what's in this room, so I'm only I'm still remaining in this room.
Okay. I'm kind of picturing, you as the little kobold. You disengage and then you go find like a rubble pile to
Scurry
dive into. And you just see like the eyes poking out.
And then, if possible, I would like to try and see if I could kind of spot what that mephit was trying to go after.
Yeah, just go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Dice are not working today. It's 8.
Yeah, the mephit's movements were very frantic, and it was very quickly opening up drawers, looking in cabinets, lifting up what little bits of the rubble that it could. So it's really difficult to tell what it was looking for, especially not knowing what this room once was.
Okay.
Is that all for you?
Yeah.
Okay, fire elemental time.
Oh.
So, Johnny, or Zonimus, I should say, you just attacked this thing. So you are going to be its current target.
I'll take it.
So, you see these big kind of burning hands are just going to swipe 1-2 at you.
Okay. I got a couple healing spells. We'll probably be fine.
A 25 for the first one.
Yes.
So you will take 13 fire damage.
I will uncannily dodge.
You are also on fire.
Just realized how low I was on health.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Gideon put all 30.
So you are on fire. You will be on fire until you take an action to douse the fire. The second hit will be a 23 to hit.
Ouch.
For an additional 11 points of fire damage.
I'm down.
Oh no!
I can't dodge it the second time.
Nope.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
But Kiri didn't cast Thunderwave. How'd that happen?
Listen, Poppy's here to save the day this time, as per usual.
Wow.
Sorry, took us off narrative.
Something, something, crumbling mountains, flooding valleys, something, something.
I'm about to flood the ship.
All right, well, the roguely warlock goes down.
Oof.
And that means Brooke. Makrin.
If memory serves, Makrin, it was over by the fallen lady.
Yes.
And he tried to, look at her pockets, but he was looking down the road. The magical entanglement rope, is it still probably, near the fire elemental, drop down in that room?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Because, it's just in a coiled pile there.
Yeah. Can I tell if he could get to the rope and come back? Is it inside of 25 feet away, coming and going?
I will allow it.
Cool. All right, so he's going to see this breath thing happen with Gideon's spell, and he's gonna run over, grab the rope, and then run back, and then throw it at the lady laying prone and say, "Giddy up!"
I don't know if it works for you.
I don't know if it works for me either. We're about to find out.
It doesn't have to be attuned to. It's just a magic item, as long as you say the magical words.
Which is giddy up. We remembered because it was silly.
I just wanted to picture he just throws it and says giddy up, and it just falls, just
I love rope.
It lands on top of her chest.
Yeah.
And I will say, since she is unconscious, she would automatically fail the dex save. Because from what I'm reading here, you don't
That's
have to.
helpful.
You don't have to be attuned, and as long as you're holding one end of the rope and you speak the command word, you're good to go.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, I was trying to see if it was like you could only do that once per day, but no, it's
It's whenever you can do it.
fascinating.
We
Yes.
dwarves are natural sprinters.
Very dangerous over short distances.
Yes. So, yes, you do manage to restrain her and tie her back up.
Cool.
Awesome.
Good deal.
All right.
I got her, Gideon.
Poppy.
First things first, I'm the realist. I'm going to cast a bonus action spell called Healing Word.
Ooh, fancy.
Today's word is oh
Word of the day, kids. Oh no.
no! And I'm going to cast this at Zonimus, and I'm going to do it at second level, so it'll be 2d4.
Okay. Plus your wisdom modifier.
So Zonimus gets, you get 8.
Just 8 more than what you had, but you're still on fire.
Oh yeah, I'm going to resolve that in a moment. Can I, as a free action, scoop the crystal? Because I seen it.
I would say that would be an object interaction, which is technically an action.
Then, with my action, I'm going to open my water bottle. I'm going to point it at the fire elemental and Zonimus, who's standing between me and the fire elemental.
I knew there was going to be a PC involved. I knew
But he's on fire. He needs it.
Good for you.
And I'm going to choose Geyser. So I need a DC 13 strength saving throw,
Okay.
which I'm betting the fire elemental will pass, but you may not pass.
And it also produces 30 gallons of water,
Yep.
which is important because I will tell you in a minute.
Okay, well that's good. I need you to roll the strength
I'm
saving.
voluntarily not.
Okay, so the fire elemental got
You're
set
gonna fail. You're gonna choose to fail. Okay, you take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Right, so the water elemental, or not water elemental, fire elemental.
Now it's water. I say
turned it into a water elemental.
Actually, it's now a steam elemental.
Yeah, I was
You
feeling
fall
it.
prone.
I was feeling it, so I'd move. Well, if I'm already prone and everything, then I'll make the save. Because I wanted to. Nat 20.
Yeah, you save, so you don't take 1.
Okay.
So the fire elemental gets a 17.
Oh yeah, he passed.
So
I figured he was probably strong.
However, yes, you do see as this geyser hits into this fire elemental, you do see steam coming off, and it lets out a roar of pain as it does actually take damage.
I imagine that there are like ye old timey fire departments in Ventura, so go wee woo wee woo.
Wow.
And then can I cast a glance at the crystal and make sure it's still there?
Yes,
Okay.
it shines and glints in the light given off by this fire elemental.
Who's now steamy?
But now the room is starting to fill with the steam.
It's a sauna in
It's
here.
a sauna now.
We're cleansing our pores, everybody.
All right, hey, Zane, you're up.
Live forever.
And I would say that yes, with the geyser of water having been poured over you, that will douse the flames.
Yeah.
It worked on Makrin, so I figured it would work on you.
Well, I'm going to lay here a lot longer than people expected me to. And then get up.
Lay there rethinking your life choices.
And then I'm going to fall back. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Both barrels.
Do you use finger guns? Because I feel like you need to.
No, I snippety snap.
Oh.
Does anybody want a set of dice?
They're not. They don't like your new dice tower. They're rebelling.
10 or 11 hits.
Nope, neither.
Oh no.
I'm going to use my bonus action
You're discombobulated.
to tuck into a doorway and hide.
Join me.
Konnor in the rubble pile.
Find your own spot.
I'll just hang it here. Connor's at you.
So yeah, give me a stealth check. You know, actually, I just thought of something. Where's Pete?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You did tell
Are
him
you
to
gonna
hold.
let- I did, but that's because then I was gonna have him attack now that it's awake, but I
Sure.
forgot.
19.
Ah,
19? Okay.
I like it.
I will keep that in mind.
Does Pete get his turn real quick?
Yes, I will retroactively allow the polar bear to take
You
his
kissed
turn.
yourself.
So Pete is going to
Best I've ever
attempt
had.
his multi-attack. He did not do great. So
Remember, he has advantage
No.
from last time.
No, he used that.
Oh, did he use it? I don't think he used it.
I'll say he
didn't
has
use
like
his
True Strike on him.
Or
Yes,
True
True
Strike.
Strike.
Yes.
But he hasn't used it yet because I told him to freeze.
Yes. Use the Truth Strike.
Okay, so this will be for his first bite then. His bite, so that would be 21 to hit.
Okay.
And that is... Oh, no! 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then his claws is a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Yay! And 12 slashing damage.
All right, yeah, so Pete the Polar Bear continues to wail on this fire elemental. It's a great clash of fire and ice.
Yeah.
Now if we only had Dark Wolf. So that will actually bring us to Gideon.
I turn over to Macron. I say, Macron, keep an eye on her. And I will drop my shield of faith. So I will cast magic weapon
There you go.
on my gun and draw it and aim for this creature.
Okay.
So with a 22 to hit
Hit.
for 10 points of damage.
There's our leader.
Second attack, a 23 to hit.
Will hit.
8 points of damage, and actually one more on the last one as well.
Okay.
So,
So 11 and 9.
yes.
Its form begins to dissipate, and the fire just slowly comes in down to a dark ember, and then you just see there is a pile of glowing charcoal embers just scorched on the floor.
Sink of the nine, that's gone.
And I want to.
Does he feel Dogga's disapproval because he killed something else like less than a minute after he killed her?
No, actually.
I figure since I'm taking care of something that's evil.
It's a difference between a sentient living being and a conjured mass of elements.
Right.
Indeed.
I do want to take this moment to take the bandana that is usually around my neck and gag this woman
Okay.
to make sure that she can tie and make sure her hands are tied so she cannot cast any spells.
All right, yes. Double checking on the caster to do your due diligence to
And-
ensure that she cannot cause any more trouble.
Do we get a good look at her now? Her form, her species? Any clues about that?
I would say that you notice she is human. Patting down her pockets now that you're not in the heat of the moment.
Oh, nice.
Heat of the moment. It's Tuesday.
You actually do pull out a long wand out of one of her pockets, as well as she's got about 120 gold on her in various coinage.
Do you have a driver's license? You got an ID in there?
No driver's license.
No voter registration card?
Nope.
Is that like a Arcana check to maybe identify it, look for an inscription or anything on it?
Go for it.
Jeez.
Do you want me to take a look?
No, it's good. Yeah, go ahead. I got an 11.
11.
I will in a little bit. I'm busy.
It's a wand.
These dice.
It's a wand.
A stick.
I really thought, I was really hopeful that maybe,
None of our dice are going to work
that
with
mine
us
would
today.
work when your guys didn't.
So that is what you find on her.
Hey, Konnor! Where'd Konnor go? Anybody see Konnor?
I pop up from the weird rubble pile that I managed to find. I'm like, I'm right here.
What's that?
What do you need?
Hey, look at this!
I squint to try and see it.
You see him holding.
From 20 feet away, down in the other room.
You see him holding what looks like a stick.
Yeah, Makrin, that's a stick.
No, it's got like more of them writings on the side.
Oh, well, then it's a fancy stick.
Is there a scorpion attached?
There's not a scorpion on the stick. That's why you don't recognize it, Konnor. It doesn't have a scorpion on it.
Yeah.
Kobold signature there. I would like to do a quick arcana on the crystal to make sure I'm not going to die if I touch it.
Okay.
It's gonna be 26.
Okay, you do feel a aura of magic radiating off of the crystal. However, it does seem to be quite benign.
Okay, I scoop it.
All right.
And I put it in my pocket.
And it's in your pocket.
And then I will go look at...
Feels very cool to the touch.
I will go look at Makrin's stick.
Go look at the stick.
Look at this, Bobby.
I got a 2, so a 6.
Yes.
Yeah,
it seems to be a
Mysterious stick.
very,
No, I'm telling
very
you, I
fancy
feel-
pointing stick.
I'm sure she had it.
Yeah, she probably is just like a teacher or something, and she uses it to... Or maybe she used it to, like, beat the mephit with.
Well, maybe when she wakes up, she can tell us what it is.
All right.
But I think it's just a fancy stick.
From the shadows, where I've been hiding,
In the pile next to
And
me.
then I pet Pete.
I'm going to lean out
Yeah, we got to pull her.
and see her laying there, and fire 2 daggers out of my bracers right at her
Saw it coming.
for a 11 or 20.
The 11 will not hit, the 20 would.
She's unconscious. Isn't that an automatic crit?
It is.
And your sneak
But
attack.
isn't it because she's prone and it's arranged? Wouldn't it be a disadvantage?
Yes, technically.
Well, but if he hits, it's an automatic crit no matter what, because she's unconscious.
Yeah, but he would still have to roll. Yeah, you would technically need to roll a disadvantage because she is prone.
So it would have been that 11.
That
wouldn't
11, which
hit.
missed.
That was both dice.
Yeah, I know.
I throw 2 daggers. I
Yeah,
roll
So
for-
you need to roll for the
roll
second
I need to
dagger.
roll a
second
second.
dagger.
I need to roll a second
Yep.
time.
So
Okay.
the first dagger misses. The 11.
11 plus 5 is 16.
16 would.
17, 8 was.
So now it's an automatic crit.
Okay.
Yes.
And they're all standing over her,
Your
so...
30.
Thank goodness the lay of hands was 30. There's a chance.
He's
So
gonna get
many
like
D6s.
30 or 31.
Holy smokes, that's a lot of dice.
Oh, and he rolled good.
So
I can see his dice now that we're
5,
close.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36.
36. Okay then. Well,
Does she die?
not right out.
Okay, but I do that, and then I step out of hiding and look at Gideon and say, I didn't take no oath.
Hey there, Kiri here. Do you ever wonder what goes on behind the mic on recording day? What about behind the scenes in our Discord server? Want to pick Ash's brain about how to be a better DM? Wish you could play with them? Well, have I got the idea for you? Join our Patreon. We have several giving levels to fit every budget. You can have all these things and more, including swag, as well as early access to episodes and merch. Head over to patreon.com/reddirtdnd for more info. And remember, my friends, trust everyone, but always cut the cards yourself.
You have just slain the fire elemental that had been conjured by this wizard. Gideon, after having petitioned to save this woman's life, all of a sudden, 2 daggers come flying out of the shadows. One embedding itself close to her, the other embedding right in her chest. As Xanos steps out of the shadows and says,
I didn't take no oath.
Zonimus, what are you doing? We're trying to keep her alive.
Why would we do that?
Because she's got information.
Do you see how powerful she is?
But she's helpless now. And you just killed her while she's helpless.
Maybe she's still alive. I check her.
oh, she's bleeding out.
You trust that she wouldn't just stand right back up out of nowhere, turn on us?
I don't know, but we don't have a right to do this.
It could confirm some of the stuff you was seeing in your vision.
She was not in my vision.
Well, I know that, but what if she's got answers that we need?
Obviously, she was here for something.
All right, Gideon.
Luckily, it seems you did not nick an artery.
Can I do a medicine check to see if I can stabilize her?
Go for it.
All help, all aid.
Okay, there we go.
Give you advantage.
20.
I'll add this to your guilt. If she hurts any of us, it's on you.
14.
14. Okay, yeah, you do manage to stabilize her. So she is not bleeding out, but she is now even deeper unconscious.
Okay.
Konnor and Poppy and I can carry her to the top.
Yeah, we're good at carrying
We're
people.
good at carrying people.
I will do no such thing.
I will lift her up in my arms. She is.
You can have your bear
bound,
watch her.
She is tied up. She is gagged, and
You could even try and blindfold her.
That's not a bad idea.
Extra protection, I guess.
well, she can't speak any spells. She can't move her hands to cast any spells. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get her up.
Just tie the rope to her and pull her up.
I am going to...
Well, I would say that you can, after kind of exploring a little bit of the deck, there is one staircase that is still, you can still go up and down it, at least to this level.
Okay. The question I'd had earlier, did Jasper come down with us or did he stay up top?
No, he stayed on the main deck.
Okay.
Although he's probably freaking out after all of the noise.
I look over at Zonimus and I say, you do whatever you want to do. I'm taking her up and we're going to get some answers.
I yank on your sleeve. So you're not to go with them.
And I'm going to go upstairs with her in my arms to the deck.
Zonimus, did you see any doors or anything in that other room where the elemental was?
No.
Doors, exits out?
I'd like to check around the room that we fought the elemental in.
Okay.
What all is in here?
So this particular room, it's got a lot of different types of equipment. Give me a history check.
History, okay. A straight 7.
A 7.
My gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff in here. Like, you're just kind of tossing things to the side, just junk.
We do not understand what we have in front of us.
More junk. You do find, I would say, something that Konnor would like.
Ooh.
There's a little carved bone statuette.
Okay. I pick up the little statuette and I kind of closely inspect it. And if anybody's in the room with him still, you see him take off his little backpack that he has been
Oh my
carrying.
god, you have a tiny backpack?
Yeah. And
along with his little, we talked about him having not shoes, but shin pads.
Yeah.
The boots cut out.
So he takes off his little backpack and you see him opening it and shoving it in there and quickly tying his bag back up and putting it back
Those
on.
tiny backpacks they put on Japanese elementary school children.
Yeah, and you kind of hear the bag kind of rattle.
There's just a lot of stuff in there.
Stuff.
Connor's secretly a magpie.
If Gideon finds out, he's going to make you turn all that stuff over.
He could try. I don't remember where I got some of it.
You think that's what the Mephit was looking for?
You think 5,000 years they're gonna miss this bone statue? Goes in my hoard.
Oh my gosh, you're a tiny dragon with a tiny hoard.
Yes.
Did I? Would I recognize that bone statue?
No, it just seems to be a random carving. Might have, one time been something in somebody's pocket that got dropped out.
Do I recognize this part of the ship?
No, you were not taken to this part of the ship.
You find anything over there, Poppy?
No.
You can all of you who are investigating this room, give me, I would say, history checks.
Oh, I'm good at history.
Por favor.
I'm not investigating.
I was there.
Can I do
Can I get a bonus?
No.
Sorry, I rolled real good.
Do you want my
23.
roll from earlier or do you want me to sharpen?
Yours would be the same roll from
Okay.
from earlier.
23.
23? 18?
I'm actually outside with Gideon at the stairs.
Okay.
I did roll, but and I rolled well too, and then I remembered where I was.
All right, so you were going with Gideon. Okay, so Zonimus and Poppy. Poppy definitely recognizes a lot of this equipment because of, well, not just because you read books, but because of the times that you got to go visit. Because remember, your mother, her family is
shipping
merchants. Yep, specifically sailing ships.
Yep.
And so you recognize a lot of this equipment.
I know about boats. We have a yacht.
You recognize a lot of this equipment as basically ship's navigational tools.
These are just the navigational tools, so you know where you're headed.
Like a sextant?
You make it say dirty when you say it like that.
I'm sorry.
What word was that? What'd you say?
It's like a compass for the stars.
Oh, sure.
I don't know where my accent is today. I'm all over the place.
Who is Zonimus?
It's the chaos.
But
We all forgot
Mockrin's
our
full
accents.
gone, right?
He is outside of the room, at the staircase. He's in the little,
Following Gideon.
Yeah,
up the
gonna help
stairs.
Gideon. That's what I said I was. I just want to be there so badly, but that's not what happened.
Sonic, come here. And we go to the edge corner of the room and we're whispering. So
I
don't
want
lean into
to-
my mic. You can come, I don't care. I just specifically want Mockrin out of this.
He's not there.
If you didn't invite me, I would totally be listening in on this.
Just the kobold pops up between you guys. Hey guys, what's up?
What's up? What are you talking about?
The three people who I believe are most likely to be able to keep a secret.
I just look at Konnor.
Hey, I can keep a secret.
When you tell him it's a secret,
Unless it's funny to reveal it.
I just point to Konnor.
Connor, do you need to leave or can you keep a secret?
I can keep a secret.
No, it's not accusatory. I'm pointing to the secret I kept.
And I pulled the crystal out of my bag. You cannot take it. I want to hold it, but you can look at it. I hold it in two hands because it's big. I believe
It's a fairly decent-sized crystal.
that this could help Jasper pilot his ship possibly. If anything, this is definitely what they were looking for. This is just too cool to not be what they were looking for. But I don't think that Makrin could.
I try rolling.
No, you cannot take it.
Look at it closely.
You do not touch it. You can just look at it.
It's important that I get a close
Just
look
get
at
I will
down on your
hold it
knees
next-
and look
Have it
closer.
back.
I will hold it next to your face.
it. Do I recognize this crystal?
No.
Wow.
What color is it?
Hey, we're on the wrong part of the ship for that. Anyway.
Yes.
Can I?
So the crystal, the focusing crystal that you destroyed in the bowels of the ship was kind of a purple magenta color. This crystal is blue, bright blue,
Like cerulean?
Okay.
like aquamarine.
Sounds like a mermaid's name.
Dex challenge to get it out of your hand. Snatch the pebble from my hand. Okay, I don't do that. All right, yeah, so...
Any of those navigational posters say anything about this crystal? I don't know.
I don't believe that.
Show me where you
I don't know. I don't know anything
I
about
point
ships.
to the corner I found it in. Over there on the floor. I don't know how y'all missed it. It's huge.
Will you put it away?
I put it back in my pocket, but now
Now will you show me where you found it?
I don't put it in my pocket because it's big. I put it in my pack.
Was it just laying on the floor, leaning against the wall?
I mean, it was like there was some stuff on it, but I saw. I mean,
What's
yeah.
the stuff that was there around it?
Yeah.
Where it was?
You see, it's like some rubble where looks like some things had fallen over it.
Because they were like trashing the room, trashing the camp, if you will.
Well, it's one of those things where maybe in the crash it had been knocked loose out of whatever housing it was in, and then landed on the floor and got covered up.
I don't know if just giving it to Jasper is the right move, which is why I wanted to make sure that Makrin didn't hear this
Well,
conversation.
you want to
Because
make him pay for it, or
I don't know.
you debate and giving it to him at all?
I think that second part. I don't know if giving it to him. I mean, if he's out here looking,
Just keep a hold of it until we figure out what it is. Maybe something further in the ship can. Maybe it's got like a spot that it needs to go into. I don't know.
There might be a place. Yeah, we need to keep searching the ship. Keep that under wraps. Keep it under your hat.
Keep it in a bag.
I put it in my pack, and then I give Pete a pat and say, "Pete's just gonna hang out. He's here for an hour."
You want to wait on them, or you think we should keep going down?
I mean, if they want to go hang out with Deadly Wizard Lady,
Yeah, that's right. Gideon's probably going to sit up there and fall in love for a few hours. Let's keep looking.
Are you jealous? Are you jealous? Y'all were holding hands in the back of and you got he was real happy to see you wake up. Is that something going on there?
maybe I shouldn't have let Konnor in on this conversation. It doesn't seem like you can keep a secret.
Maybe I shouldn't let Konnor out.
Maybe.
I took you out of the bag. I can push you right back in,
You can
mister.
try. Anyway, is there anything else on this deck of the ship?
There's
Not
gotta
deck,
be.
This floor of the ship.
A deck.
There is one desk that seems to still be relatively intact.
I will go over and start to try and inspect it.
You try to inspect it, but you find that the drawers are locked.
Hey,
If only we had.
can I
only.
get a little help over here?
Sure. 18?
Yeah, I was gonna say, with an 18, you pop the lock. It's not that difficult. Opening up this drawer, you find nestled in a protective box to keep them where they want them, a pair of matched stones.
Don't look at me. Them are smaller than mine.
There's a lot of rocks in this place.
They're in a box.
It's my stones
It's
in
like
a
made
box.
for the stone.
Yes.
I will
Thank you.
Yeah.
take the box out.
Okay.
Are they smooth? Are they rough? Is it like spheres made of stone? Just rocks?
They are carved with various glyphs and have a faint aura of magic about them.
Oh, I'm going to do the thing you shouldn't do and just grab it one in
Oh,
my
gosh.
hand.
Okay.
Good, let me do a check.
I'm checking.
Okay.
We're going to find out everything this thing's capable of doing.
Hold on to your butt, Pete.
All right. And then the other one.
Okay. You get the feeling of like radio static.
Give me one of them. Trust me.
Okay.
Hey, if you give her one, give me one.
No, don't give him one. You can come with me. We can share this
I'll
one.
give you one for the statue. All right. I give Poppy one.
Okay, fine.
I run over to the other side of the ship. And I hold the stone up to my mouth and say,
Do I hear her?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Well, isn't that just cool? I've read about these in a book somewhere, but I ain't never seen one in real life.
You're supposed to say over when you're done talking.
Yeah, we're gonna talk over each other. How do I know when you finish talking? How do I know when your talking is over?
So yes, you do find a pair of sending stones.
I stick that in my pocket. This is just for us to have secret conversations.
So many secret rocks.
About sextants.
Yeah. I blush.
All right, so while they're downstairs having fun with the walkie-talkies, Gideon, Makron.
You want me to lead upstairs? You want me to follow you in case you guys
I've actually kind of led. I've already gone up. So you
I imagine that like Gideon just takes off, and you, Makron, might have a little bit of trouble, like actually like keeping up behind him because it's that determined walk.
What in the world is his problem? I just like,
And I turn around and Gideon's already gone. I'm like, okay. And I'm like,
natural sprinters.
natural sprinters toward the stairs, up the stairs.
You probably should fill in Jasper.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jasper's kind of set up a little, like it seems like Kikiek might have brought down some gear for him where he's kind of waiting on you guys, just to make sure everything's okay, but
maybe a camp area?
A little kind of a camp area, and he's...
Base.
Yeah, base camp, basically, and he's actually kind of picked up some other artifacts as well that, he might have been tinkering with before and just hasn't had a chance to take them out of the site, but he sees you coming, and, carrying this woman just, whoa.
Yeah, if you could...
Who was this? Where'd you find her?
Well, unfortunately, we had a run-in with her, and she summoned a fire elemental on us, but...
Oh, goodness gracious.
I didn't want to necessarily kill her, so she is just barely hanging on. And I lay her down on the deck and then undo my backpack and lean her up against it and try to wake her up.
Well, she is currently stable at 0.
If you'd had only given her 29 points.
I know.
Mr. Smithson, you can tell she's in bad shape.
Yes, Mark.
Gideon tried to save her life, but then she got hurt again.
Somehow.
You got anything?
Yeah, well, you see Jasper kind of start to whisper something under his breath, and he is rubbing his hands together. You see a green healing energy start to form in his hands, and he just very gently touches the sides of her face, and this healing energy washes over her as he casts Cure Wounds. So she will just regain...
Be careful, she's awful dangerous, we think.
And very slowly you see her eyes flutter open and look around her as she sees that she is tied up. She is gagged. There is 2 dwarves and, the paladin that killed her the first time.
As far as she is aware.
Standing over her. And she shrinks back as much as she can against the ground, kind of trying to get away from you guys.
Now just hang on, little lady.
Natural 20 for this little persuasion check coming.
All right. So what are we trying to persuade her of, Makron?
So he says...
This would be a modified 24. He says, now just hang on, little lady, before you start trying any of your damage stuff. We try to tell you before that we are not your enemy. We're just here to talk. And this guy, pointing Gideon, he actually saved your life. I know that's hard to believe, but he did. So what you need to do is you need to listen, because we think we could really help each other out.
She pauses. She looks very disbelieving of you. Your words have affected her, yes, but she does look at you with suspicion still.
Thank you, Makron. This here's Makron. My name's Gideon Block. I am a paladin of Daga. And first off, I apologize for what I did to you. I shouldn't have, because taking a life is not what we're all about. But we are on a quest to find information, and we believe you have it. I'm going to remove the gag so you can talk, but we don't want to have any trouble. Not if you understand what I'm saying.
She gives a nod.
I remove the gag and I say, what's your name?
Red Dirt D&D, Tales from the Caliban Frontier is Ash King as our Dungeon Master, Brooke Bullock as Makron Stoneshaper, Johnny Payne as Zonimus Dinar, Kiri Hester as Poppy Tealeaf, Konnor Shenold as Konnor the Kobold, and I'm Michael Cross as Gideon Block. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of tabletopaudio.com and Monument Studios. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at reddirtdnd.com. We here at Red Dirt D&D could really use your help in getting the word out about us. If you like what you've heard, make sure and subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. We have several giving levels to help us grow up big and strong. Join us next time as we go deeper into the Caliban frontier.